Hi everybody, it's James at Cryptoconsh, and today we're going to look at a very interesting project on the Cosmos. This is a charity project that's been around for a while. So first, I'm going to look at community presence, their airdrop details from back in the day, tokenomics, the purpose of their project, the use case of the Regen token, or Regen token, and my final thoughts. So let's get bloody into it. Community presence. Regen has been on Twitter for a very long time, around 5 years, and they've already amassed 15.9 thousand followers. Okay going. They have 2,400 members on Telegram and an undisclosed number on Discord. So initially I wanted to find out more about new projects. However, on Twitter they don't accept messages. They did not respond on Telegram, and they also did not respond on Discord. So I just want to say this very quickly. Marketing team, are you there? Hello? Please respond to people. Cheers. Moving forward. And the next question you all want to know the answer to, can I has airdrop, bro? Well, the answer is you could have had airdrop, bro, if you'd registered for KYC on June the 22nd, 2021, bloody ages ago. You would have received 0.08 regen per atom staked. Anyway, moving forward. Tokenomics. In their ridiculously long white paper, which yes, I've read all of, they have a discussion of tokenomics on page bloody 33. But of course, even though they have a super bloody long white paper, they didn't make a graph. So me being the gentleman I am, I've gone and done that for you. According to the statistics in the white paper, this is what we're looking at. So they have a Regen foundation, which is permanently staked, and they wanted it to be a high amount. So they're going to have a say in where most of the funds are allocated. And they do have a fundraising / pre-sale, which will give initial investors a very large proportion of the initial voting rights. The airdrop is a measly 3%, but I guess it's enough to garner a little bit of interest in the project, and the 5% is for the network and bootstrapping. The key point being here that the airdrop is small. The key founders aim to maintain at least a third of the voting power. Moving forward, so Regen is a registered public charity in Delaware, and they've decided to move into the blockchain to support the growth of the network and expand their charity. And I kind of love their position here. They specifically say they want to own a third of the voting rights on the DAO, and they explain why. It's held by known actors, which they believe will be beneficial for the health, security, and growth of the network. They clearly want to maintain leadership, and they believe they have the right leadership to do that. They also state that DAOs can be quite poorly run, which I agree with. I personally have no problems with strong leadership, and I love the upfront honesty. Moving forward. So what is this charity's intention? Well, by tokenizing part of the environment, they want to improve grassland health, biodiversity, they want to do regenerative agricultural practices. So basically how this works is, you might come across a farmer, you might identify that their soil has problems, and through these Regen tokens, they can set up a system where they can help the farmer, help the environment, and also give rewards to people that invested in this protocol. Now how do they do that? First, they set up measuring equipment and oracles. So basically, oracles are connections to the real world, and the blockchain can use this data. And based on the practices of the charity, these measurement devices will identify if the soil conditions are improving or not. And if these conditions are improving, credits will be released as rewards. What an incredibly beautiful concept that benefits both the farmer and the environment. Very, very impressive that they're bringing this to the blockchain. That's a very basic breakdown for me. There's so many more layers to this. They're definitely scientists at heart. They thought about everything from a very technical level. So each project will be known as an ecological contract, which can be invested in, and I'm sure the DAO will be able to make decisions on those. Of course, there's more layers to the system architecture, but for now I'm giving the general gist, because I think we just need to understand how it works. So there's going to be different bodies in this organization, but a curator can essentially create one of these ecological contracts. And one of these curators could even be an existing charity and could use this platform to get funding, which is absolutely wonderful. Also in the long run, they intend to let you use other cryptocurrencies, such as Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Atom to invest in this. And they want to get everybody involved, from scientists to ecologists to farmers. Now, I spent some time today on their YouTube channel. There were not many hits on the videos. I'll put the link down below. I was so impressed. Over an hour, you have scientists on the ground that really know their stuff, deeply passionate about improving the ecology of the land, and really knowledgeable about it as well. I was deeply impressed by the people on the ground, the non-marketing team working on this project. They really are passionate people, and I'm really impressed that they registered as a charity. I'm really happy they did a 30-page white paper. It adds so much trust. So next, Regen token use case. The first use case is staking. You're going to be able to stake this on your Kepler wallet. If we look at the details here, we can see a lot of the tokens are already bonded. The inflation rate is around 20%, and if 75% are bonded, so we're looking at around 24% increase in your number of tokens if you stake for a year. Secondly, you're going to be able to vote on governance proposals. As you can see, there's one active proposal here for their recent upgrade. And thirdly, over time, it is expected that different credits will become available over this network, and these credits will be for different improvements. For example, there is supporting evidence that the soil quality is improved, and on this platform, it is expected that these are going to be tradable, and the Regen token will be part of that trading platform. Okay, my final thoughts on the project. Firstly, I think it's great they're involving the blockchain. There's going to be a lot more people involved and interested in this technology. Through the airdrop, a lot more people are going to be aware of this charity, what they're trying to do, and there are exceptional measurable outcomes of how they wish to achieve this. For me, it's an exceptional combination of finance, crypto, and charity work. Secondly, like I said, watching their talks on YouTube, I was incredibly impressed with the knowledge of the people that were talking about the projects. They are really on the ball and they are really active in what they want to do. Thirdly, I know people want everything to be decentralized and everything to be a DAO, and then the whole community run that DAO. And the question is it okay if they run this? Is it okay if they have voting rights? I mean, they've already registered as a charity. They want to give themselves the majority of voting rights so that they can put through projects based on their experience and expertise that they think is right. Is there anything wrong with that? Is it okay to have strong leaders to steer the ship? Or do you think it should be a full-on DAO where the leadership have a lot less voting rights and the average person's vote counts for a lot more? Let me know what you think about that. Personally, I admire strong leadership. Next, there's so many barriers to adoption with this, and some of the scientists were expressing how difficult it is. When they go to a farm, they need to identify who the owner is and convince the owner of these practices. Sometimes the owners abandon the farm and they need to consult with the people essentially squatting on the farm and living on the farm and offer them means of work to make sure they are supported by it. There's cultural barriers with these changes and these technological advances. They have to be careful with government policy. There are so many barriers to doing this and so many levels of difficulty that it's honestly really hard to do, but they are doing it, and props to them for doing it. They do have quite a lovely website. It claims to be decentralized. Another thing that is beautiful about this project, you can actually register a project. So if you're already a charity with a piece of land you want to improve, you can register it on here and potentially get funding for it. I think their intentions are pure and I think they're really going to help the world. I personally will be buying some tokens. I understand that some people will be buying them to invest. I will be buying them and staking them so I can vote on projects, and I hope the projects go well and the soil improves and whatnot, but personally I'm buying them because I really believe in this concept. I think it's an exceptional thing what they're trying to do. I just hope their marketing team answer me back next time when I wanted more information on recent projects, because that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I wanted to see some on the ground recent projects that were going on, and they're very technical people. I understand this whole thing is very complex, and that was my intention today. I wanted to break it down for everybody. Let's make the world a bloody better place together. Anyway, that's it from me, James of Cryptoconsh. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you again.